everybody. Welcome to the Time for Art monthly swap. Good to see everybody. I've been watching all the... Oh, shoot. Sorry about that. Art. You don't want to hear my voice twice. I try to be ready. There's always something. I watched some of the streams this morning while I was getting ready and doing stuff around the house. I just at the beginning want to thank Meri and everybody who participates in the hop. They're just a lot of fun, and I think it kind of helps us push our boundaries, because sometimes you get stuck doing the same old stuff, and this kind of gives, Meri always gives us new and fun challenges. And this was a challenge because I've never done a master board before, so I had what I thought it was and what it is actually a little bit different. So when I looked it up, it said that a master board was paper that you put a bunch of different stuff on to create kind of a jumping off point for art. I'm not sure what I thought it was. So I thought, well, it's kind of what I do in my art journal pages. So for me, it's going to be like doing a big art journal page. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of take you through my process, and then hopefully I'm going to do a quick master board, and then hopefully give you some ideas of what to do with the master board when it's done. So what I did to get ready, I decided my main focal point was going to be purple. It's a color I don't use a whole lot. Sometimes I'll throw it in, but I don't really, it's never really my focal color. I'm more into blues, reds, yellows, but I just, for some reason, purple's not a big color that I use. I love purple. So, and also, hi, everybody. I'll try to watch chat, but I really kind of want to get through this. So if I miss people coming in, blanket hellos to everybody. Okay, so how I started, I went through, I got some paints. Well, I decided, kind of got an idea what I was going to do. I pulled out some purple paints. I'm using an acrylic paint on the background. And what I like to do a lot is just do a background and kind of mix up different colors, doing just strokes up and down to fill out the page to start, just to get some color on it. So I used some Finnabar acrylic paint, violet gold, and then some of the metallic paint, which was Plum Preserves. And then I found a Lumineer violet gold that I haven't used a whole lot. So when I was preparing, I tried to pick stuff that I haven't used in a while. So these were some paints. Some of them I haven't used yet. They're new. And some of them I just haven't used in a while. Normally, if I'm doing an art journal page, I will put gesso on the back on the paper. But since I knew I was going to be putting a lot of different mediums on here, I just went ahead and put the paint straight on and just layered it up really good. So it's going on. I have to use a little bit more than if I was using gesso. So I started with the light, went to dark, and then I go back to light again. So everything kind of shows through. Sometimes I'll take a baby wipe if the paint's still wet and just kind of blend the colors together. Get rid of some of the white in the background while it's still a little bit damp. And that just kind of blends everything together, gets rid of some of the white. Yes, Colleen does stream today, Helen, at 11 o'clock. Yes, very light, dark, light blend, thanks. And then if it's damp, you can blend everything with a baby wipe or a damp cloth or something. Okay. So, all right. So we've got a good base. So I'll put these off to the side. All right. So something I haven't used in a while is like Neocolors or any like water soluble pastels. And I had gotten these King Art. They're called King Art. They're like an oil. It's Artist Mixed Media Gel Sticks. And when I saw them online, they look kind of like other ones that I had. The, what are they called? I don't have them here. I'll think of it in a minute. Oh, the Marabou. They reminded me of the Marabou stick. So I thought, well, I'm going to try these and see how they are. So what I thought I would do, what is something I like doing and haven't done, I thought I would take a embossing folder and use this over the embossing folder to see if it would go through. I'm using a 17 by, let me measure this. Yes, 17 by 11 inch cardstock. So it's pretty sturdy. And I didn't know if the embossing folder was going to go through because this is so thick, but it actually, get a dark purple that I haven't used already. I tried it in the corner before I started and it did actually go through. I was kind of surprised. I was pleasantly surprised. So I've seen other people do this before. It's just something I haven't tried in a while. So I'll just go around kind of. So you can see that square patterns coming up through the bottom. Let's see what happens. Okay, if we rub it, it just wipes it through. And that actually looks kind of nice too. So you can take these. So you can put these through the embossing folder, or what I kind of like doing, you can just kind of scribble up and down and blend it in with your background. And it just blends in nicely with the background. It just kind of tones down that glare a little bit. So I think I'm going to blend this out just because I'm not really thrilled. But you can, if you're going to do this, I would do it on a top layer, but it does work through the heavy cardstock. And then I'm just going to go through and finish this off using more of these because I really like these. So I'm just taking all different colors of purple. Make sure you get it over on the edges. There's kind of a red purple. And a purple. Maybe I'll do a little bit of light blue just to kind of mix it up. It's kind of a periwinkle, so it's a purpley blue. And then I'm just going to take some tissue. And this blends really nice over the acrylic paint. Hi, everybody that came in. Okay. All right. And then make sure you rub your colors up towards the edges too. So any kind of water-soluble pastel, soft gel pastel is going to work. It's just going to blend in nicely with the acrylic paint. so here now we have a nice background going. I tested out some supplies I hadn't used yet, so that was fun. We'll put these over to the side. All right, so I put my piece of paper, I have a slant board, and this is kind of helping with the glare, because if I had my paper flat, you guys would just see glare. So hopefully this is working out good. Let's rub this in. Okay, so now for my next layer, I was talking with Colleen, and something we haven't used lately, one of Eileen's favorite products is Inktense. So I pulled out my Inktense blocks and my Inktense pens. So again, let's get out the purples and it's been a while since I used these. So let's see how these work the best. I'm going to, where's purple? These look blue. I think this might be a purple. No, these are blue. Okay, is there really not a purple in here? Okay, this is kind of a dark purple. All right, I'm going to wet this. Okay, just put this in. Yeah, this is kind of purpley. I think I'm just going to do the same thing with the Inktense. This will give it some darker colors, and just the thing about the Inktense, when it's wet, you can blend it in, but then once it's dry, it's permanent. Once all the product's been activated by water and goes down, it is permanent. So this is kind of nice. It's kind of giving it a little bit darker hue. And we're just going to go over the top. Make sure you get the ends of your paper, because you don't want to go cut it and then have all white at the ends. You want to make sure everything goes to the end. So what I was thinking a master board was, for some reason, I think different people might do this, is that you make a board and you keep it, and it has a whole bunch of different ideas on it. I didn't know it was one of the ways to do a master board, which this is the one we're doing, was to make it and then cut it all up and then use it for something. So this is fun. I'm glad I did my research. So these Inktense are nice because they're a little bit translucent. They're not really covering up what's underneath. It's just kind of pushing the purple back a little bit. I know I got these, Meri. These Inktense blocks, I think, might be about 10 years old. And I've used them off and on, but they're a good investment. They last forever. Now, some people will tell you they aren't, but it's something I do go back to and use. And the first Inktense I got were pencils, and I found I was wanting to use them more for backgrounds, so I tried out the blocks, and I do like them. Okay, so here we go. We've kind of pushed that. Okay, so I kind of push that purple back again. Make sure you go to your edges so everything's completely covered when you go to cover. I think I prefer the blocks. I am going to use the pencils. We're going to try something with the pencils and see what the effect is. All right, so we've got like three products I haven't used in a while, which is fun. All right, with the pencils, excuse me, I still have a little bit of a sinus infection. So if I sound a little clogged up, that's why. Purple. You know, there's not a whole lot of purple in the basic Inktense. Okay, so what I thought I would do, and one kind of layering I like to do is is writing. So and I do have the travel set, Lori. I bought those from you. I love them, but I've used those recently, so I'm not using those today. Okay, so I like to do words in just some like scribble scrabble, I call it. And all right, this really, I'm not sure this is going to be the best thing to actually write words on the paper, but it is. I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of going into the layers I've already made. And it is coming out a little. You can see a little bit of color, but it's more just kind of scraping into the layers that I've done. So we're just going to go with this. Just kind of do a little scribble scrabble. So this is kind of a happy accident. This is not the effect I was thinking of, but I like it. So there is, okay, so the more I do it, there is a little bit more purple coming down. This is kind of fun. All right, so we got that. All right, so let me see. Let me lift this up. Now see how you can see the scribble in there? It makes a nice effect. It's just another layer of your background. Okay, so, all right, Inktense pencils. Now, another thing I hadn't used, I'll put these embossing folders over. I do have drawers with old scrapbook paper that I actually had kind of assorted out by color. So I thought I would pull out some of those and just kind of randomly put things on here. Kind of going with a little up and down theme here, it looks like. So let's see. These are just very, very random bits. That's kind of cool. So let's see, let's put these here. Maybe put this across here. Across the top. Maybe put this down. This down here. Maybe a piece here. All right. So these are, here's a little bit here. Maybe do another one down here. All right, so let's get these glued down. And I know right now this looks a little bit wonky, but when it's cut up, it really turns out really good. So I'm just going to glue these down quickly. So how many people have done master boards, and what do you like to use your master boards for? Let's see if we can get some new ideas that nobody's tried. I can kind of check out chat. Hi to everybody who's come in. Thank you to my mods for being here. Like I said, oh, that's not glue. That's a stick here. I have to say, I look forward to this every month. It's always fun, and it's good to see everybody. And yeah, use them, Barb. You're supposed to use them. think Patty Jolly's done the best master boards. Patty does good. Yes, Patty does good master boards. She does them. If you go to her channel, she does them periodically, and she actually uses her master boards, and then she cuts them up into ACT cards and sends them to people who buy from her shop. Thanks, Jersey. No, none of my moderators are slugs. I have great moderators. Okay, Cheryl's working on hers. So is anybody, okay, let's see, what did Mary say? This is my official master board. That's funny. Okay, see, a lot of people, I'm not the only one who hasn't really done any master boards. It seems to be kind of a new thing to everybody. Okay, there's Patty's channel, so check her out. She has some fun ideas for a master board. And she uses in there, I mean, when you see one of her master boards and then it's cut down, it says Patty. She uses it's all stuff she likes to use all the time in her art. So it's really kind of cool. Okay, Laura's first time doing it too. Okay, this is fun, and actually I don't know why I don't use purple more often. I kind of like it. This is looking pretty. And what I try to do too, I haven't really done it with this, but if I'm using something shiny, well, I guess I did with my oil pastels, I try to break it up with a flat acrylic, just so it's not overly shiny. But the paper's gonna break up that glossy look and kind of tone it down. And of course, I'm going to run out of glue. All right, I think I have just enough glue for that. This is going to tell me when to stop with the paper. So that works out. Ooh, we are... All right, so now that it's 8:45 and I only have, well, it's almost 8:45 and I only have about 7 minutes left, I will continue working on my master board, and then I'll start talking about different things you can do with your master board. Another thing I haven't used in a while are calendars. So I pulled out some calendars, found the purple pages, and I am just going to tear out random flowers and just put these down. Tear these out, put them down. I hope to at least get this cut up. I want to get this cut up so you guys can see what it looks like cut up. All right, we're going to... because there's a couple certain things that I really want to do with this. One of the things I want to do, I have 8x10 inspiration cards that I do, just different things I try to keep, and when I find something I like, I try to do an inspiration card with it. So I'm going to cut this into an 8x10 inspiration card. I'm going to use some of my punches that I haven't used in a while. You can use circle punches. I thought I would make Rolodex cards out of them, tags, just random die cuts. All right, and here's one more calendar I'm going to use. Let's see how these fit in. All right. So let's do this. I love this calendar. It's a Georgia O'Keeffe calendar. So I think we'll put these back here. And then you can also, when you're doing your master board, have stuff stick off the pages, because you can always just trim that off at the end. So Let's see if I can get this. I need glue. Let me go get a new thing of glue. I'll be right back. Oh, let me move my glue here. It's here. No, it's here. Okay. All right, so I'm going to quickly, let's put these down. These down. I want the bigger ones on the bottom. That over here. Put these on top. And it's actually kind of fun being in a hurry and not thinking about it because you end up with really cool stuff that way. I tend to overthink it. I don't like it as much, but when I just kind of slap stuff down, I tend to like it more. And remember, when you're doing this is a jumping off point. After you cut it off, you will be adding more stuff. So if there are parts you don't like, you can cover them up. And I thought I was going to have so much time to be able to show you guys what to do with this. Oh, Mary said I can keep going. Okay, thanks. I'll try. I want to get these down a little bit better. Okay. I'm glad I looked up and saw that. Okay. So normally when you're gluing, I'll take, in fact, I have it right here. I like to, I have a little tool I got that I like to smooth out my glue and stuff. Just make sure your glue, make sure everything's pressed down really good. And you want to smooth out the glue underneath so it's not lumpy. I used to, sometimes I'll use matte medium, but recently I've been using the glue stick just because it's kind of been a little less messy. The one thing about using the matte medium, once you put it down, everything's sealed underneath. So, all right, so I think I have used, oh no, I have one more thing. All right, so I found this rust effect paste. So I'm going to take a palette knife and go over, oh, two more things that I was going to use. I'm just going to take a palette knife and smooth this over the top. This is the Finnabar Rust Effect Paste. And just smush it all over. Hopefully my page has been staying in the camera. I haven't really been looking at my screen too much. Okay, so Helen said, Alice, what is that? ATC, postcards. Yep, postcards. Journal covers. If you're going to do a journal cover, make sure you do it on something a little more durable, or glue it on top of another like book board or something like that. All right, so going over the top just kind of breaks this up. Just another layer of something. And then the last thing I really wanted to use was the Finnabar icing, which I have not used in a while, and hopefully, ooh, it is dried up. All right. It is completely dried up solid. Let me check something else out. All right, let's see if I've got. All right, here's some gold. That's black. All right, let's check this out. That's too bad because I used a lot of the icing, but it is, and it wasn't, I didn't put a piece of saran wrap on top of it. So, Yeah, I think other people, right, use it or lose it. And I mean, I've used a lot of it, but I'll play around with this later. That's a bummer because I love how that looks. Oh, here's my stencil. So now, hopefully, I've got the deco foil. Ah, now this is very creamy still. Okay, so I'm going to stick some of that here, and we'll keep with our vertical theme. And the best thing with this is try to make sure that your stencil is flat so it doesn't go underneath. All right, okay, cool. This is working. I'll mix this up. I've got some, this is Decofoil Metallics Gel, and the color is Champagne Mist, and it's a really pretty color. Get this on the back side and press this. Alright, we got a little more of this. Put some of this over here. Okay. So that, and a little bit over here. Let's do some of these long ones. Okay, so I'm not sure how long this takes to dry. I think the mousse dried pretty quick. So the thing I'm not going to be able to do now is cut this up. But what I will do is I'll cut it up and post pictures on the Facebook page of all of the different things that I thought of that you can use the masterboard for. And those will be posted. I'll post those later today. All right, so I'll let this dry because I've got to let this dry before I cut it up. So here's my masterboard ready to get cut up and have some more stuff put on it. Like I said, I'm going to do an 8 by 10 inspiration card. I'm going to do some tags. I'm going to punch out some circles, and I'm going to do some Rolodex cards. So I will put pictures on there, and I may go through, once this dries, I don't want to mess it up with the stencil. I think I might go through and use some of this black Decofoil Metallics just to just do a little something to make it pop. So thanks for watching. Thanks for coming to the Hop, guys. Thanks for watching, everybody. It's fun being in the Hop with everybody. I've gotten so many good ideas, and thank you, Meri, again for organizing this. It's always a lot of fun and challenging. So hopefully this gives you some inspiration or an idea of what to do or what not to do with your masterboard. And then I will be on later at 11 o'clock with Colleen. She's the scrap chick. So if you want to have something to watch while you're doing your masterboards, come on over. We always have fun at Colleen's. And I will see everybody next month and around the internet. So thanks again, Meri. Thanks, guys, for coming. Bye.